Welcome, everyone. I'm here today with Kevin Gordon, who's one of Scotland's most exciting technology entrepreneurs. And Kevin, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi Russell, thanks for this. So my name's Kevin Gordon. I live in Perth in Scotland, born in Aberdeen, born and bred.
And you're an active member with Scottish Business Network. So we're trying to
Yep.
use the whole Scottish business global family to support you. And I know
Okay,
you're
great.
about to head off to Singapore, but you've chosen such an interesting subject to address through your work. So could you tell us a little bit about the problem that you've found a way to resolve?
Absolutely. It's super exciting. I mean, it links to my family, and it's around Alzheimer's, around dementia,
Yep.
and it's focusing specifically on the lesser known challenges of dementia. There's more to dementia, sadly, Russell, than memory, and people understand the memory challenges, but very few are aware of the sensory challenges, which my grandma suffered from. She lived very well independently for a long time until she had a slip and a trip at home because she got the depth perception on the stairs mixed up.
So you're focused on this area of allowing us to see through her eyes almost. Is that correct?
Absolutely. The product that we've created is called Life Lens. So it's
Uh-huh.
really seeing life through the lens of these challenges, these sensory challenges, which we've worked with Stirling University, Queen Margaret University, Sight Scotland, Age Scotland, to create a set of empathy filters. So you switch these on and off inside VR, inside
Yep.
this headset,
Yep.
which
Great.
is totally immersive, and it's very experiential, and you are really seeing life through that lens of these visual and sensory challenges.
So presumably, I have to congratulate you. This sounds a very worthy
Thank
as
you.
well as a very necessary thing to do.
Yeah.
And so this must be of interest to, I don't know, people who are training in the sector or architects, or what types of folk do you find yourself helping?
Absolutely. The people that we are helping and getting real traction from and excitement from and impact from are education sector, so universities, their gerontology department, their social work department, their health and social care people, their architectural faculties. It's really across a wide spectrum because dementia affects so many people. Dementia is a global challenge, and we'll touch on that in a moment. But housing associations, dementia training practices across Europe, product manufacturers to see. So for architects and for users to be able to see their products through that lens of these visual challenges. So product manufacturers, education, universities, housing associations, training organizations, but ultimately families, because families need to be aware of this. That was the very impactful thing that came across in our early days of launching this idea, is that families need to be aware of this so we can make an impact.
It's so interesting because typically, from a marketing perspective, we would have typical user groups who can digest our product and provide us with feedback. But when your target audience is perhaps someone who's suffering from dementia, they can't provide that. So what you're doing is really unique, I would imagine.
It is very unique, and that's the exciting thing about it. And there's an urgency really to
Uh-huh.
make an impact, and reduce the cost, the societal cost, the economic impact of these slips, trips, and falls. And no, it's super exciting. Every time we get someone in a LifeLens headset, you get that amazing. Wow, I had not realized that, and we need to do something about it. So that's the exciting part of the journey.
And your work has been recognised because you've been selected by TechScaler, which is the Scottish Government's programme, if I get this correct, and they're going to back you to go to Singapore. And do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely, super excited about this backing. It's a privilege, it's an honor.
Yep.
There's a cohort with Codebase with TechScaler. We're setting off on the 26th of this month of October. There's 12 of us going for 3 weeks. and we have a work base there. The first week that we arrive, there's a tech conference because there's a massive interest in health tech in Singapore. So that's really one of the key reasons for going. And that's the cohort that's going to Singapore, is all around tech and health.
Fantastic. So when you're there, because that's a big commitment from yourself to spend that length of time in one region. So who are you looking to meet with when you're there?
So I really have I've mapped out about six goals of this trip, Russell, and very briefly, the headlines of these goals are because we've been encouraged by Codebase TechScaler to really think strategically about this. So partnership and distribution, pilot and adoption, really. Investment and funding opportunities, and also the visibility through this kind of leadership, relationship building and marketing insights. And the last goal would be operational goals. So, you know, I have something like 10 meetings lined up already, which I'm quite excited about. We have a customer in the UK who has a base in Singapore and in the APAC region. So meeting them, they sell into architects. They're a flooring manufacturer called Tarkett. So meeting them in Singapore, and another 10 meetings, as I was saying, lined up in the workspace and at this event, this Swift event is called Switch. Sorry. So
I would imagine anyone whose product or service is active in the area of working with the elderly, would that kind of be a sort of a way to imagine this as to who you'd be really keen to speak with?
Yes, absolutely. But it's so LifeLens is not for the person living with dementia, but everyone round about that person. So everyone's supporting that. So young people supporting in that care society, in that care setting, is really quite something. We've had nurses and community workers and families in the headset and being quite moved emotionally, because that's how grandma or mum sees the life and sees the world, and we need to make that impact. We need to make those changes to improve the quality of life for grandma or for mum. So universities, training organizations, there's some tech companies lined up, there's some product manufacturers lined up. So
if sorry for cutting across you there, Kevin. So if someone wants to get in contact with you, they should do it. We'll share your contact details, but probably the easiest way to get that is to get you through LinkedIn or by email.
Absolutely, LinkedIn is fantastic. That's really how I'm reaching out just now, which is working really well through the Sales Navigator platform, which has been really fruitful. So
anyone who's seen this, please take this opportunity to meet with Kevin. What dates are you going to be in Singapore, Kevin?
So we set off on the 26th of October to the 14th of November.
Excellent. So if you've seen this and you'd like to meet Kevin, please reach out today. Thanks very much, Kevin, and have a great trip.
Cheers, Russell. Thank you.